All right, so in this first video, I just want to talk really quickly just about some basic, kind of notes of caution for you. There are different versions of Excel that are out there. So in the videos that I have created that you're about to watch, my version of Excel might be a little bit different than yours. So I always want to caution you on that idea. And at any time you have questions, you should contact me. Or you can always search YouTube for help as well, but I believe I'm your best help. So I have seen students in the past copy and paste data into Excel, and that sometimes causes issues. So if you're copying and pasting data, and in general, you want to always format your cells. So I just typed some crazy numbers in here. I want to point out to you that I want to make sure I format these cells as a number. Now, in my version of Excel up here, here's the format of the cell that I'm on, and it's using a general, so there's no specific format. Now, what I prefer to do is I like to right-click or on a mouse, control-click, and then say Format Cells. Right, so when I choose to format cells, I have quite a few options I can choose from here, and you'll notice it's on the general format, and I'm going to pick number, and then I can specify the number of decimal places I want. So if I'm only putting in, dollar values where there's no, cents in my dollar value, I'm just going to choose 0 decimal places, and it's just going to display for me the decimal place that I specify. Okay. Now let's suppose one of the categories I'm putting in, percentages or proportions. So I'm typing some proportions in here. And it's going to, again, the default is to put a general format, right? But I would always recommend that I highlight those cells, and then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to format, and I'm going to tell it specifically that I want a number, and I'm going to tell it, 2 decimal places in that case. Right? So here's a general rule of thumb for formatting. If the sheet that I'm working on, right, so I have a sheet down here that I have named, let's say in-state tuition or proportion of students, I'm going to want to just kind of highlight the entire sheet and format all of the cells in an appropriate manner. So if the page I'm on is all proportions, and I'm going to format it as a number, and I'm going to give 2 decimal places so that all of the numbers on that page have the decimal accuracy that I wish to have displayed. Okay, so just a couple rules, kind of notes for you there in terms of formatting your sheets in Excel. And again, depending on the version of Excel you have, the locations and how you format might be put in a different place. But anytime you have questions, please contact me.